very, very quiet. It's about 10 after 9. It was busy a second ago. Yep, I'm out here getting grounded. We just had a massive timeline shift. If anyone saw the Schumann resonance, kabow. Holy, if I figure it out, I'll put an overlay in of the Schumann, the current. It's intense. It's the Schumann. All right, I've been watching the Schumann resonance for years and years and years. And normal, what is it, 7.2 megahertz or something? And then it jumped up to 12, like 2010. And it got comfortable at 12 in like 2012. And it's been doing funky monkey stuff, but it's changing. It's not the same fluffy, puffy white spots. We're talking sharp edges. We're talking like sharp changes. Politics is changing. We don't know if we can trust anybody right now in politics. Talk. There's a lot of talk. Do they talk to get everybody like prepared? Let's talk about the Epstein list 500,000 times. And I can actually say that in a video and not get in trouble for the first time in a while. Well, I got my video banned because I said blah blah. I got a wrist slap on Facebook for calling a bitch because she was being a bitch. I forgot to censor myself, so I got in trouble. Where are you going? What are you doing? I used to ride my bike at night, and I would wear all black. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Riding your bike at night wearing all black. I have to get out of the city. The energy is getting to be too much. That was an old car. Maybe I need to go to like Gooseberry. Or I don't know. How far away do I have to go to get away from a cell phone tower in Minnesota? I mean, they're everywhere. I hear some tunes. There's something going on down there. The Parkway at 9:15 p.m. The camera is actually making it lighter than it is. It's actually quite dark out. So this is my big fat perfect life. And I call it my big fat perfect life because I'm the big fat perfect loser in the whole family. Because I didn't do what everybody else did. I followed my indigo intuition, which is kind of different than regular intuition. My hair keeps going in my face. I feel like I'm drunk. Because I don't know the lay of the land. It's not flat. It's like bumpy. Yeah, I tried. I did the corporate job for 5 years and I aced it. I won awards. But my department wouldn't let me leave. So I had to leave the company. I've done kitchens for 30 some years. All the kitchens, from fast food to commissary, catering, production, fine dining, bar food. I've done it all. What else is there? Deli. I did the deli. The deli was fun. The deli was fast paced. Slicing meat. Who wants me to slice him some meat? making salads with salad kits, getting ideas. Yeah, I didn't. And then I got involved with like the wrong people. Like every time I'd get a job, and I'm just really good at like everything I do. It's just natural. And I don't boast, I don't brag, I don't rub it in people's faces, but people get intimidated. When I got a job at Donatelli's and I showed up for my first opening shift, and the person who saw me walked in, when I walked in, she hated me right away, right there, boom. And I knew who she was. She was a super peripheral person, like a friend of a friend of a friend. One of those deals. Yeah, I struggled with her, but she challenged my boundaries. She was a bully. And she challenged my boundaries, and I kept sticking up to her and sticking up to her and sticking up to her. Like, she used to move my shit around. And I'd be like, quit moving my stuff around. Well, you're not doing it right. Fuck you. I mean, you're not doing it right. Go fly a kite. We're in a kitchen where you do it how you do it. Yeah, she didn't like me because I knew more than her. She only had chocolate experience working at Abdallah. We're in a fucking American Italian restaurant. There's no Abdallah going on here. We're not dipping our hands in ganache. Yeah, I had to quit that job. I really liked that job. That job did not pay. And they tried to intimidate me. They brought me up into the office like, you're challenging the bully. How dare you? You know, I was like, I remember that. I sat in the chair. I was like, is this really happening? You're really coming down on me because I'm sticking up against the bully? Why don't you guys join me and everyone can stand up to her? But it was always that kind of thing. I always rubbed someone's demon wrong everywhere I went. And there were times where I'd be at a job and it would be, I don't know, I had to fix everything. Like everything would break down on my shift. And it was like, I wasn't trying to break anything. It was just breaking. It was like we're already halfway there on this machine or whatever's going on. Those things didn't print right because you fucked up. I didn't know it was the machine. Yeah, and so then I'm like, why am I here? Am I here to break down all these things and to make all these things happen? No, it was already in process. Like the parakeet that I had for a super short time that died from crashing into the wall. And when I talked to one of my spiritual friends about it, I'm like, why did that happen? I was tormented, man, for like a week. I was like bummed. That poor parakeet. My friend is like, because they felt comfortable with you and they could go. And then I started writing eulogies. Yeah. I don't do things like everybody else does. So this is my big fat perfect life, which is like the opposite of everyone else. At the same time, working through ancestral crap. Yep. Cleaning up my ancestral line. Let's see. I've passed the heart attack test. My uncle passed the heart attack test. The addictiveness. Drugs. I've got family on my mom's side that overcame the hard drugs. More than one has overcome that. More than one has overcome alcohol on my mom's side. My dad's side, they all still socially drink and think it's normal. I don't drink at all. I never had a drinking problem until my mom died. And then I had like 7 years of a drinking problem. Yeah, you surround your activities around alcohol. We can drink at that event. That kind of stuff. Let's go there. You can drink there. No, I don't care. Boy, a lot of freedom comes when you don't drink. Now you can do anything. Yeah, my big fat perfect life. Me standing out here on the Parkway with my bare feet, grounding. Looking up into the sky, knowing there's other dimensions out there, other universes out there, a shit ton. It's like universe on top of universe on top of universe on top of universe. You know, the 15 levels of this reality, well, there's like 15 cosmic levels. When, who was it? Was that Einstein that said there were, how many levels did he say? I heard where there's infinite. But we only have access to certain, I have access to 16, but the lights aren't quite on yet. Someone's going to tell me I'm wrong. It only goes to 15. Whatever. That's the word I'm getting. I'm an Aries. Sometimes I'm ahead. And I'm not better than anybody. Believe me, I'm not better than anyone. I've made my own mistakes. I have my own faults and weaknesses, just like everyone else. And to be honest, it's really hard being ahead. How did you know? Because I knew. I'm just supposed to know. This is Summit Avenue in St. Paul, by the way. It's always been a beautiful area. I think the Parkway is just gorgeous. And I knew when I was younger that I would live over here at some point. Here I am. I have no idea where my next stop is, but I know where I want to go. But sometimes things don't work out, you know. Sometimes, or they just work out different. Things always work out. It's always working out, even if you hate it. Even if it sucks, it's still working out. Me and my big perfect life, big fat perfect life. It's perfect because it happened the way it was supposed to happen. Even if I didn't always like it. Even if it's been a struggle and it's been tough. Even if I was a victim for a while. I did that crap for a while. We all do. We all get wrapped up in the humanness of being a human. Feeling the feelings, having the thoughts, getting stuck in our past, bad habits, I don't know, the wrong friends, the wrong job, the wrong relationship, you hate your kids. What? What else is there? Gorgeousness, beauty, really nice people, good people. They're everywhere. But they would have us thinking that we're surrounded by enemies, and we're not. And if you go down the quantum rabbit hole on that, you could just say, well, all is one. We are all just different facets of the same energy having individual experiences. If you hurt someone else, you hurt yourself. If you think your world is an enemy, then you're the enemy to yourself. Quantumly. You know, they used to say that you should never say anything about anyone behind their back that you wouldn't say to their face. But you really shouldn't say anything about anyone behind their back. Like, you can throw an opinion out there. Yeah, I'm not fond of so-and-so. They got kind of a thing. You can make that statement. That doesn't mean you hate them. It doesn't mean you're going to fight them and start a war with that person. You know, we're all here together. You have to respect the differences. Sometimes the differences is where we learn. Sometimes the differences is where we learn to appreciate other things. I don't know. I'm curious. I'm a curious person. So if I can learn something, I mean, I'm interested in like almost everything. Like, yeah, if it's logical, if it's creative, if it flows, if it's choppy, if it's masculine, if it's feminine, if it's... I mean, I'm not real interested in talking about axe murderers, but I can. I really don't know if I want to learn about it. I mean, those people just have different brains. Brains! They just have different brains. Like sociopaths, they just have different brains. I work in the mental health industry. I see people with different brains every day. I got a TBI! All right, you got that TBI, but your brain can heal. Did you know that? That shit can heal. Yeah, like nobody wants to heal. They're all standing still. ADHD. Really? You can heal that. All right, my battery's dying. The phone's going down. Going down! All right. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here with me. I'm not ashamed of myself. I'm not ashamed at all. People be like, yeah, man, I did this, that, the other. I was the CEO. I was a big fat cat. I got yachts and blah, blah, blah. Traveled the world, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, maybe I didn't do all that. But there's reasons why. And I know the reasons why. And at the time that I was experiencing them, it sucked. But looking back on it, I know why. I'll share it with you. Thanks for being here. Peace out.